You guys, the bill passed by 4 votes. Oh, look. Just since the beginning of this year, 3 Democrats have died in office. I've already had a lot of people ask me in the comments of the other videos, like, is this bill, as bad as it is, something that could ever be reversed? And the answer is yes, of course it could, but it won't be likely, okay? I'll tell you why, because we can go off of precedent. It won't get reversed because the Democrats don't actually care. They don't actually want reverse either. And how I know this is because in 2017, when they passed the first round of tax cuts for the rich, all the Democrats ran in the following midterm year saying that they were going to undo those tax cuts for the rich and corporations. Did they? No, they didn't even try. They didn't even say they were going to once they got in office. Further, when you look at ICE's budget, although this is a staggering and unprecedented increase to ICE's budget, every single year that the Democrats were in power, they helped and assisted the Republicans in raising the ICE budget. Many of the same Democrats pretending that they're so offended by this bill are going to make a lot of money off it. There are a lot of multi-millionaire Democrats in Congress that are going to directly benefit from this bill. Seriously, ask yourself this if you're somebody that's planning on putting hope in the Democrats. When the Democrats did take back power, they did nothing to raise taxes on the rich. Again, they didn't even pretend they were going to once they were back in office. And they helped increase the military budget and the ICE and CBP budget every fucking year. So if we're looking at precedent, the Democrats will absolutely use this horrific bill to campaign on in the midterms, but they're not going to do anything about it. They've known this bill was coming for months. Why Hakeem Jeffries only got up today, a couple hours before the final vote, to campaign against it? How come you guys weren't doing press conferences every single day? How come you guys were, I'm sorry, they were so busy attacking Zohra Mamdani, they haven't had time to campaign against this bill. They haven't had time to do media appearances. They haven't had time to hold press conferences telling people and educating people about how bad this bill is because, they've been attacking Zohran. Next time you hear someone in the media go, what's up with all this class war from people like Zohran? No, this is class war. This bill is an assault on regular people, the poor and the working class. The ruling class and the Uni-Party wins again, okay? Democrats play good cop, Republicans play bad cop, and they all deliver for their real donors and their real constituency, which are, in case you have forgotten, the richest 1%, the corporations, the Israeli regime, and the military-industrial complex. And I promise you, none of this is ever going to change until people stop putting up with it, really. I mean, honestly, they push as much as people will put up with and tolerate. So Republicans can fuck their voters how they want, and their voters a lot of times will put up with it because they think, well, at least I'm getting my racism, at least I'm getting ICE agents attacking immigrants, so I'm losing my health care, but at least I get that. A lot of the same Trump voters that are like, who cares if all those poor people get kicked off of Medicaid and SNAP and get fucked over by getting taxed more? They should just get better jobs. They should work harder. But then when it comes to all the billionaires getting massive tax cuts for doing literally nothing except for changing the tax code, they go, oh, well, they earned it. They know they didn't earn it. No, it's that they're so indoctrinated into propaganda on behalf of the ruling class that they think, okay, sure, all these rich people are going to get tax breaks at my expense and people poor's expense, but maybe I'll be a billionaire one day too, and then I can exploit people too and benefit from the rigged tax code. Spoiler alert, you're not. And with the Democrats, it's always defending the Democratic Party and the establishment Democrats, no matter what. They'll defend them. They'll say, oh, they tried to fight, you're being unfair. And the libs always make excuses for corrupt, useless Democratic lawmakers. Always. And then they continue to vote them into office. So honestly, nothing is going to change on that front either until liberal voters, Democratic voters, get tired of the good cop, there was nothing we could do routine from the Democrats. Because that's all they do. Oh, we tried, there was nothing we could do. Because tell me why, whenever it comes to something that is for the people, whether it be abortion care or Medicare for all or anything, minimum wage hike that would help regular people. The Democrats will be like, sorry guys, parliamentarian, filibuster, there was nothing we could do. And yet they pass all these insane provisions that have nothing to do with reconciliation in this bill. They managed to get everything they wanted in it, despite the filibuster, despite the parliamentarian, despite the CBO, because they wanted to get it done. The reason why the Democrats never get these things done is because they don't want it either. The suffering of regular people is going to greatly increase. And on both sides, whether you're a Democrat or a Republican voter, as we sober people like to say, you're going to eventually have to get sick and tired of being sick and tired, because nothing's going to change until you guys decide you don't want to take it anymore. I just really want you, especially Democrats, to sit in that and think about that the next time the Democrats say they can't give you health care, they can't protect people who can get pregnant and women's bodily autonomy. Oh, but we can't get rid of the filibuster, because if we do that, then the Republicans will pass unpopular legislation too. Because there will be no filibuster. They do it anyway, bro. They literally do it anyway. They did it in this bill. They just do it through the reconciliation. So what has the filibuster actually benefited you besides blocking legislation that would help regular people? Maybe you should ask them that.